Hello guys, my name is Marco. Hope you guys are doing a really good day, or having a really good day, so there's that. I'm trying my hardest to kind of make more frequent content, so hopefully you enjoy this one. Basically, this is going to be my talking series where I talk about things that I'm passionate about, things that I think about, that I feel like are very cool. Maybe you find this one interesting. I'm going to talk about a lot of different things that I like. I'm not going to go in depth into like religion or politics. I'm just going to go down to rabbit hole, kind of like talk about my favorite movies, my favorite stuff, all these things. But on this one, it was just something that I was really fascinated with, that I like. It's a little bit fascinating and passionate about the idea of internal youth. And I want to talk to you guys about do I think that idea exists or could exist. And I just feel like I want to explain. Now, everything that I'm going to be talking about is just speculation from what I think and my opinions. These is something that is not. Don't take this like this is something that is my opinion, what I think. Okay, I'm not going to tell you that everything I say is 100% correct, but there's that. So yeah, so let's get started. So the first thing I really want to talk about is the idea of the philosopher's stone. You probably heard this that word around when it came to like Harry Potter, or when it came to what's called the show Full Metal Alchemist, which it does. It's a very popular show, but it does go into the idea of alchemist. Which what they do is alchemy. They try to find. They actually I'm not sure exactly what they do, but they are kind of like really do a lot of experiments and try to when it comes to metal items and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure about that, but you probably heard it by this movie called Land Down Under. I really do like that movie, by the way. It is talked about that they're trying to find the philosopher's stone and they find it, but then they have to put it back because when you take it, weird things happen. And it's one of those movies that's shot by camera, stuff like that. So there's that. But basically, what is exactly the philosopher's stone and what exactly does it do? According to the legends, the philosopher's stone was a substance that can turn ordinary metal, such as iron, tin, lead, zinc, nickel, or copper, into precious metal like gold and silver. Basically what it does. There's also the concept, and basically it's kind of like a stone that looks like a ruby, that the color is kind of like a pomegranate mixed with like a cherry color. And I know it's called a philosopher's stone and people always look at it as a philosopher's stone, but they always mention the idea of it being like a powdered substance, like a texturized thing. Now the problem with the philosopher's stone, is it real? Is it not real? There's a lot of scholars, alchemists, or whatever that they have, they have mentioned it. They have said that it's real, and basically what it does turn metal to gold. But then also is the possibility that can also turn internal youth. It could cure. Philosopher's stone is basically, it's a miracle stone. Is basically it can cure like if you have a really long cut right here, it can cure that with no problem. If you want to look young, it can do that. It's just so much stuff that it can do, but it's known to be a myth because nobody has found it and nobody knows what is happening. It comes so far that it's been a myth, that it doesn't exist, that it's like a legend. And the reason why it's a legend, because there are a few scholars that said they found something related to that, but they end up being missing or never seen again, which is weird, but that's why it's always been like that. So does it exist? There's probably, I will say, a 1% chance that it does exist, but 99% chance that it doesn't. How does this correlate with the idea of internal youth? Like I said, this stone can fix internal youthness. But since we don't have that, is there something that you can do so you can look young forever? Is there something that, do I believe in certain things? Well, here's do I believe. Is it real? Could you actually look young forever? First of all, I will answer that question, but I do want to answer the idea of what can you do right now so you can look young, just in case if something is not happening. Well, let me explain. The things that you can do, first of all, I would recommend leaning towards a little bit the more Asian style kind of skincare type, because if you've seen a lot of those Asians, they look young as hell. So there's that. So yeah, you do need to first of all drink lots of water. Half of your body is made with water. You clean the outside of your body when you're taking a shower. Now it's time to clean the inside of your body, so you can like drink lots and lots of water, and then you can clean it, and when you go to the bathroom, it should be clear. I know at first it's not going to be clear, but once it gets clear, it's all good, and water is important. So there's that. Water, we need to consume it. So there's that. The other thing is to have enough sleep, because if you don't have enough sleep, you're going to have underlying bad guys. So it's important that you have enough sleep. Sleeping correlates with water. Water gives you energy, gets you hydrated, stuff like that. So that's why those two things go hand in hand. The other thing is a skincare routine. Develop a skincare routine, because you need to protect your skin. You know what I mean? It's like this. It's like, let's say you have like a ball that's made out of gold, right? You just leave it there, right? Throughout time, that ball is gonna age. That ball is gonna turn dust. If you don't keep it clean, if you don't dust it out, whatever, if you don't do that, it's gonna get old and dusty. So it's better, you know what I mean? That's an example. So there's that. And other things that you can also do is basically get your immune system to go up by exercising, because if you see a lot of people that are fit, they look a little bit more younger because they're fit. And also watch what you eat. That's also important. And also the other one is your placebo, you know, the placebo effect. Yeah, have the placebo effect being positive, being over generic and stuff, and also your dopamine levels. I'm not saying you should smoke anything, because smoking is not good for you, but there are a lot of different ways you can get your dopamine levels to go up, and those are basically the things that you can do. It's better to do these things when you're younger, because you can prevent the aging, but if you are older, you can still do these things regardless, because you know, something is better than nothing. Now, the idea of eternal youth, does it work? Is it possible? Is there what's it called? If they're like a pill, or is there something that you can do that can make you look young forever? I feel like, in my personal opinion, I feel like it is true. I feel like it is. There is a possibility that there is something out there that you can look young forever. And I'm not saying getting that cream weather. I'm just saying the possibilities of this. First of all, here's the thing. When you think of time traveling, right, or things going in reverse, right, nobody likes to go into that realm, because people think that if you mess up time, it becomes messy. That's why some people are concerned about that. Or you can go the butterfly effect and stuff like that. And when it comes to that alternate universe or whatever, but when it comes to these things, you need to understand, look, us in life, okay, we are moving forward, right? Does time travel exist? Albert Einstein said time traveling or time is irrelevant or something like that. Well, let me tell you something. I feel like time traveling does exist 100%, because that's my opinion. And the reason why I say it is because right now we're moving in time. We're going forward in time in a slow pace. If there was a system or something that we can go back in time, meaning we're going reverse time, and that's basically going back in time, reversing certain events. And I think about it, for instance, you have a loved one, right? He passes away because he choked on a food. You can reverse time for prevent that happen and get the food away from him, and you can be all good, right? You know what I mean? So there's that. So the idea that us moving forward in time is possible. I mean, we're not moving really quickly, but we're moving at a slow pace, means that there could be a way that we can actually reverse the movement that we're doing. I feel like there could be that possibility, because there's a possibility to go forward. I feel like there's a possibility to go backwards. So there's that. Also, the idea of, like, for instance, you know, having the idea of time stopping, you know, I feel like that's really dangerous, but I still feel like that could be possible, because if you can do those two things, you can also pause time and play time, just like you would in a YouTube clip or the video that you're watching right now. There's those things. And also the other thing is, when could they invent time traveling? I feel like time traveling could be invented the day they created portals or something like that. I feel like in life, you know, I feel like in the future we will have like space, like rocket ships that will go up and then they will have like rocket ships that will go up. You're also gonna have you're probably not gonna have cars that much, just because if they create portals, cars become obsolete because there's no point, because a portal you can just go in. You know, also airplanes might become obsolete because why you need it? You can just go on a portal. Now the idea of a portal for you going to one place and coming out from the other place in a different location, that's insane, because that's something that no human or no in time cannot do. That's impossible. That's like the beam of light. You can't really do that because it's impossible. But when they build it, everything is gonna be possible because of the idea that, here's the thing, because of the idea that a person that is in this time, it's 8 p.m. that time, and he lives in the United States, he wants to go to Paris and and be there, but by 8:01 get a portal, boom, gets to the other side, and like that's insane because you can't do that, only with the portal. So I feel like that measure, meaning that when you go inside the portal, it's like you're walking into that place, but you're walking into really quickly. Now portals, yes, they do seem science fiction, and I can testify that it does seem science fiction, but at the same time, if we're able to create holes that you can go inside or something like that, I feel like there's a possibility that we can do it. I know that whole thing kind of like threw me out, but regardless, screwing that, I feel like there could be a way that they can put the time traveling thing on your face or on your body, and kind of like, okay, let me just reverse the skin from the aging. Person, his hand is old, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that hand that's old and kind of reverse it, and once you reverse it, it looks younger. You're not basically making it look younger, you're just reversing the time of your hands, the time of your face. For instance, like your heart is, you're getting old, right? Your heart is not that good, so you want to do is reverse the time from when you have it, but still be on this time, only each individual person reversing that time. I feel like that could be the way that the way that eternal youth could actually happen, that possibility. So these are all just like random thoughts that I think about, intellectual stuff. I'm not an expert, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a mathematician. I'm just a guy that has ideas, that has a YouTube channel that I want to put my ideas in. So there's that. And all of these, I really do find it fascinating. I feel like, the idea of creating a device that can reverse time will probably be really interesting, and that could basically, will save lives, will prevent certain things. It kind of would prevent certain things, but it's kind of like in that movie that says time traveling, no matter how back time you go, that person will always die. If you're trying to save someone, that person has to, like in time, they have to die. So going back in time probably not going to be the best solution to everything, but maybe in terms of trying to look young, maybe it could work. That's just a thought. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in my next video. Hope you guys like and subscribe. Wonderful day. Bye.